3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Council of Comics. She-Hulk, Season 1, Episode 9, Finale. Our review. Let's go!
Yeah. Shout out to Madness. Yeah. Rogue Nation 845. Bro. Alright.
So, I had to watch it 3 times.
Did you?
Because the first time I was hurt that I fell for it, and I was mad that I fell for it, and it just made me disappointed and sad, my last relationship. So I had to get over that, and then come back, because the blood storyline went nowhere, and I hate Todd so much. Bro. That I was mad that Todd was behind Intelligentsia. And I was I'm like this.
Kamari, Intelligentsia. That's big. That's big.
Not anymore, unless Todd comes back in the Thunderbolts movie as Todd Van Doom.
Get at me, bro. I was what is going on? But it's done purposely.
Yes, it is.
Everybody thinks it's what the hell is this? But if you watch it, all the wacky things that are done in the show are done purposely, whether you like that or not. All right, so beginning of this episode starts off with Jen.
Well, the montage of the original Incredible Hulk.
Right.
Featuring Jen instead of the Incredible Hulk. That was delightful.
Took the old Bill Bixby intro and flipped it. And then they had the guy dressed up as She-Hulk. Remember?
Yes. So good.
And they said Savage She-Hulk.
Yes.
A little Easter egg for her comic.
And then and she wakes up in a jail cell, much like Emil's.
Right.
Dressed like Emil.
Right.
And it's Mallory and friends who come in, and she's all right, how are we going to go after these guys? They're no, Jen, we're here for you and what your defense is going to be.
Yeah.
And they gave her a plea deal where she has to wear her little monitor and not Hulk out.
Which I thought was a little bit extreme.
I guess, but
she didn't harm anybody.
Right, but all people saw was the Savage She-Hulk. Right?
Yeah.
And that's the sad truth of the whole matter. It doesn't matter that she was the one who was absolutely violated.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She freaked out. She took down a couple of walls. It's all on her.
Right. So she makes a deal that she cannot transform into She-Hulk anymore. So I was what? No more She-Hulk? But she decides that she's going to take a little visit Emil over at the meditation center so she can get her mind right. She shows up. The guy from the wrecking crew
welcomes her.
And she's I need to talk to Emil. I can't really talk to you about this. But the guy actually says where he's at. Yes. So I don't know how he's playing into this. Remember how we think, you know what I mean?
Despite everything we saw, it looks like Emil genuinely runs a real retreat.
Yes.
Because that guy at no point actually tries to harm her.
Right.
And he seems sincere with the hugging and the I hope you're okay, Jen, and all of that.
Right.
Right, and I don't think Emil realizes what he was playing into.
So maybe he's just hired as a speaker.
He's hired as a speaker.
People rented out his little thing.
They rented out his lodge, yes. And because at first I was oh, Emil, you're a scumbag. And then I was oh no, Emil, you are reformed. You just became Abomination, which you're not supposed to do because you want to do speaking engagements and make money.
Yeah.
Which is bad, in the eyes of the law, but I'm not upset at him.
So she goes to the retreat. She goes down to look for Emil. Now, they show her 2 friends from the lawyer firm.
Yeah, Pug and her assistant.
And her assistant. They're trying to figure out who released the tape, who's this king. What is it, Hulk King or something like that?
Okay. Oh, she uses Pug.
Yeah.
She
finds on the internet. So she has...
Intelligentsia.
Yeah, she has him kind of message, what up, bro? What up, bro? And they find out where they're going to have their meeting. And she even makes a joke about it, that was really easy, but anyway.
Yeah.
And
sometimes it is.
Yeah. So they find the place where it's at, and they go there. She sends Pug in, and come to find. Well, Pug goes in, and he's got to act like he hates She-Hulk and all this other stuff.
And the nepotism that goes on with women.
Yeah. And then he comes upon Todd, who he finds out is running the Intelligentsia.
I just screamed at that. I had to pause it and scream.
Yeah. So the Intelligentsia in the comics was a group of gamma-powered people who basically got together, basically the smartest minds on the planet. Like the leader who will show up in Captain America for and Doc Samson and a couple of other people. But this is not the Intelligentsia from the comics. Todd Bro is running the Intelligentsia, and he's got these bunch of bros around. So they get Emil
As a speaker.
to come speak as a speaker. And then as we see Jen going down to see Emil, come to find out the same place where the Intelligentsia is having their little speaking thing is the same place where the meditation place is. And Jen walks in like, what the hell is going on?
But it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
For Emil to be a speaker, it has to be on his property.
Yeah.
Right?
So he can't leave.
So he can't leave. And then, remember how I thought it was funny that he went for the chicken coop and it messed it up? I knew it wasn't the chicken coop. I knew he had turned into Abomination before.
Yeah. So
to collect that change.
Things start going wild, to put it loosely. The Incredible Hulk shows up
literally out of space.
From outer space. He starts fighting an Abomination that's this big, and he's like this big, and it's just like...
It may have been a camera angle.
I think they kind of did it on purpose, because it's just like...
Right, it's so over the top.
It's so over the top.
We can't have it make sense. Todd hulks out, which is infuriating.
Yeah, he sticks himself with the super serum
that they synthesized from Jen's blood, which is...
You think he's going to turn into some monster like the guy, but he actually turns into a Hulk. And he's like, come on me, bro. And the Hulk's like, really? This is what we're doing here? And
She-Hulk's like, we have to stop all of this.
Yeah. Was it... No. It's not at that point they stop, right?
Because, no, once Hulk barges in...
Yeah,
she's just like enough, and then it goes to the Disney Plus menu, and she breaks through the She-Hulk panel and climbs down to the Avengers Assembled panel to get behind the scenes.
Yeah, and she actually goes to Marvel Studios, meets the writers, gives them a 1-2 like what are you guys doing? She says I want to talk to Kevin, and so she goes to talk to Kevin. She has to sign an NDA.
Yep.
He's like everybody's got to sign an NDA. And they attack her. She's like, well, if you're attacking me, why you make me sign an NDA?
They're like, everyone's got to sign it.
She has an amazing hallway fight with 3 guards. And she gets in and she sees Kevin. And Kevin is an AI robot who has been creating these stories. She sits down.
Some more successful than others.
Yes. She has funny moments where she's asking him, what about this? What was that? She goes, then what about the X-Men? When are we going to see the X-Men?
That was the best thing.
And she turns to the camera and she's like, I got you.
That was the second best thing. When she was like, I got you. The X-Men, when are they coming?
So she kind of gives him this spiel of what it should be like and how it should really be. And he's like, interesting. And he changes everything. It rewinds back. And he does the version that She-Hulk wants. Yes. Daredevil pops out of the sky.
You know, because she wants him there.
Yeah, because she wants him there.
But everything's wrapped up because Jen solved it as a lawyer.
Yeah.
And that's the ending. And she's like, well, Matt, it's so great you're here. Stick around for the week.
Yeah, and then the famous line of the Hulk, I'm a Hulk, or...
Oh, this is what the Hulks do. Like, you know, Bruce smashes walls. I smash fourth walls. And sometimes, Matt Murdock. I loved her more in this episode than any episode.
Yeah, to see She-Hulk and Deadpool in a scene... Like they both turn to the fourth wall, say something at the same time, and then look at each other like,
who are you talking to? I would love to see her and Ryan Reynolds do the fourth wall thing. I think
it should come. It's got to come. You don't have.
Has it happened in the comics?
That's a very interesting thing.
Well, if
that'll be a key book if you could find it.
Yeah, and if you find it, if it happens in the movies first, that'll be hilarious.
Yeah. So the episode pretty much ends with them having a barbecue. Bruce shows up out of nowhere.
With his son.
He's like, oh yeah, by the way, I have a son, Scar, who looks nothing like Scar from the comics, but we're going to forgive that for a little moment.
Well, he doesn't look like Scar from his first appearance. He actually looks like a version of Scar from later appearances. When he does the more tribal thing.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, like, it's whatever.
There's a huge storyline that goes with Scar's introduction, and we have got none of that storyline.
As Jen said to the Kevin, save it for the movies.
Right. But will we get a Hulk movie? Universal?
Will we get a
Will we do it?
Will we get a Scar movie instead?
Don't they own all the Hulk stuff? That's why they're doing She-Hulk TV show? I think they own...
Yeah, that's true. It's slowly ending. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. So
watch us get like just a year of just nothing but Hulk things.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what's the Marvel release scene this year? It's like first it's the summer of Hulk with Planet Hulk, and it's like then it's like then it's the She-Hulk Holiday Spectacular. then it's Scar, Son of Hulk. Then it's the Hulk spin-off movie, A-Bombs. Wait till you see what we've got in store for you.
So that was the final episode of She-Hulk. I thought the series, overall, I'll give the series a 7. Because it was entertaining, did a couple new things, but the CGI really killed me. I was waiting all season for the CGI to get better. And it's like, how come the Hulk looks so good? How come Abomination looks so good? Why does She-Hulk look horrible?
Well, as the Kevin was explaining to her, their special effects team
has
already moved on.
He's like, wait, don't do it now. Wait, okay, now do it. Good, excellent.
By the way, that last scene where she's on the staircase and then a reporter is talking to her, and he's like, so how will you help them? As Jennifer Walters or as a superhero? And she goes, both. You know, is she working for her employer again?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so it looks like that fixed itself off camera.
And we can expect to see her in Captain America 4.
God, I wish.
Because the leader is there.
But that doesn't mean...
They just announced that Harrison Ford is playing Thaddeus Ross in Captain America 4 and the Thunderbolts movie. That is official and has officially been announced. So we are seeing some kind of Hulk thing happening. I wish there was a little bit more better setup in this show. As you can see from Cliff's face, he's not feeling the Harrison Ford thing. But Harrison Ford's a big figure. And
he's 80 years old.
I know.
How about if we cast my mother to play freaking... like, I don't understand. We just lost a treasure of a human being at 71. So let's grab Harrison at 80 because that's going to be old reliable for us? Oh my God!
Harrison, we know you're in excellent shape. We know. You wouldn't sign these things if you weren't. I thought that he was done.
Have you seen his face? Have you seen that man's face? There's no amount of work that can save that face. This is not the springtime.
Be easy.
Calm down. I respect what Harrison Ford is to all of us, but he is an 80-year-old man, and you want him to play a Hulk. God help us all. I'm going to start sending condolence cards to his wife, Callista Flockhart. I'll be like, girl, I hope you got that Supergirl money saved up and whatever else you got. I hope Alan McBeal's in reruns for years.
So that's the reviews for all the She-Hulk. I'm going to create a little playlist so you can watch all the episodes in a row of our reviews. Like and subscribe below. Please comment below. Let us know what you thought of this series. This will be our first series that we finished.
Yes.
This is very good.
Bravo.
We're chugging along here on the Council of Comics. So for myself, Cliff, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bro.